These my dollars make it hurt.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Here I am. We in the building. What's going on? Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that's being seen and heard in multiple places, particularly on Podbean and on Facebook and on YouTube. The Big Time Show Facebook page, the Big Time Show YouTube page. We're currently on Twitter live as well. And we are on Twitch as well. We're here in the building. What's going on with everybody on tonight? It's a big night, big week, just big. I hope that everybody's here when they come in. We'll begin to share as quickly as possible to get everybody in as we get ready to talk about the game that everybody had circled from the beginning of the year when the schedule first came out. There's no secret. There's really nothing really to talk about. Don't have to get all excited and crazy about that. We know what time it is. It's the Dallas Cowboys making a visit to San Francisco against the 49ers. If you've been following me, I don't have to tell you how I feel about this game. It is something that is deep rooted. There's a dislike for the San Francisco 49ers from my end. No secret. It's been that way for a very long time. It started with Dwight Clark in 1981 making that miracle catch. The man ain't never jumped that high since. He ain't never jumped that high. In 82, later on in 81, the Lord put extra lift in his feet, made him jump higher than he ever jumped before, and 49ers started their first Super Bowl run, that catch in the NFC Championship game. A miracle was answered. They made the play. I've had a problem with it with the 49ers since then. I don't like them. Never have liked them. I don't like Joe Montana. I don't like Jerry Rice. I don't like Roger Craig. I don't like John Taylor. I don't like none of them. I like Charles Haley. It took a while, but that's because he became a Cowboy and helped us win, obviously. But I didn't like him. There was a period of time I did not like Deion Sanders, of course, because he went there first before he came to us. Uh, but I hated T.O. I hated all of them. I don't like the 49ers, so I don't even want nobody to even think that I do. I could care less about them. Don't like that they beat us the last 2 years in the playoffs. I don't like the 49ers. I don't like the stadium. I don't like parking lot attendants. I don't like the cheerleaders. I don't like the commentators for the 49ers. I don't like the secretaries for the I don't like the 49ers. I never have. Chances are I never will. This thing is deep with me. I've suffered a lot of pain because of the San Francisco 49ers as a Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't like the 49ers. That's really, I could close the show right now. I don't like San Francisco 49ers. I don't like. I don't. I just don't. So any chance that I get to see them and to put pain into their lives and most of all their fan base, whom I got a lot of 49er fans who I've known over the years, and I'm almost to the point where I don't like them. Yeah, I'm having a real problem with any 49er fans at all. So that's my introduction, and really could be the end of the podcast right there. But since I'm in the podcast business and I have to do the right thing, I gotta go ahead and get, I gotta say what need to be said about the 49er Cowboy matchup in a objective way. And that's what I'm going to attempt to do tonight. I want to start it right here because the truth need to be told, and there's not a lot of truth being told, and it's not the same storyline for Dak Prescott, and that is all this talk about Brock Purdy. I can't stand it. My guys on Podbean, what's up? I Fal, I see y'all. Smoke, I see you. What's going on? So I have to start it off this way. I usually don't give a lot of credit to a certain individual, but I will, because I saw something today on social media that they did a video clip of Stephen A. Smith trying to, of course, downplay the Cowboys' victory against the New England Patriots on Sunday. And of course, again, whenever we beat somebody, they aren't nobody. Look who you beat. You didn't play nobody, so all that kind of stuff. But before the kickoff started, all of a sudden, they got a chance. They have a chance. They can beat the Cow. If they play the game right. But then soon we blow them out and say, well, they weren't nothing anyway. They kill me with that. I can't stand it. I can't. I have a problem with it. But it is what it is. But when you're a Cowboy hater, it fits him. He said something today that I just keep shaking my head at. Okay. This is what he said. He said that, when they asked about are the Cowboys, ready to go or whatever, ready to play or whatever, he said no, the Cowboys are, we know their defense is okay, and defense is pretty good and all that. And he said, we know that their running game is okay, but how long can you hide Dak Prescott? That's what he said. How long can you hide him? You're not going to be able to hide them all this time. In other words, the implication is that what he's saying is that the Cowboys, or Dak, really what he's saying, bottom line, is that Dak Prescott can't get the job done. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Hey, John, what's going on? He's saying that the Cowboys cannot get, Dak Prescott can't get the job done. He says, the defense, we know the defense is good. He's trying to downplay that. He's trying to downplay it. Hey, what's up, Matthew? I see you. He's trying to downplay it, but he's saying, well, that defense is good. Trying to act like he's just average. No, they're not average by no means. But he's trying to play like it. Then he said, but how long can he hide Dak Prescott? He's legit and all that kind of stuff. And I'm listening at him, and some would agree with that statement. Even Cowboy fans, some of them will agree with that statement as well. Some of them will. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, like, okay, what do you think Brock Purdy is? Because Brock Purdy, he ain't all that. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not giving him that type of credit. He's just not all that. He's not. Not to me. I'm sorry. He's just not all that to me. And I can't just keep giving him like he just Dan Marino or somebody. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it. But they're trying their best to act like he's this guy and act like he's, even though his stats say right now he's one of the top rated quarterbacks in the league, whether you know it or not. Number one in QBR, he's number one in quarterback rating. It gets no higher than number one. He's that. But when we start talking about what does he do, when you really look at him play, he's hiding behind the defense of the 49ers and a running game, the same thing that he accused Dak of doing. But it ain't with the same vigor. So let me just start off with that real quick. Let me say this about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is being hidden behind the great Christian McCaffrey and Mitchell as their running back. I guess I'm giving a breakdown already. And he's done that, and he's hidden behind a pretty good defense. You'll look at Brock Purdy's numbers, and he'll have maybe about 275 to maybe close to 300 yards. But when you look at the games, you'll see Brock Purdy throw a 5-yard slant, and somebody like Deebo Samuel will catch the football and run 60 yards. Well, all he did was throw a 5-yard slant, which is what they do. They throw a short passing game. They really don't go down the field because that's what they don't want to do. So what does Dak do? That's exactly what Dak does. Short passing game. Hopefully your guys that catch the ball can have a great run after the catch type of game. Or gain after a pass. They're doing that. That's what Dak Prescott does. Brock Purdy has been fortunate. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. He's been incredibly fortunate. He has been able to hide behind the running game of the San Francisco 49ers. And Brock Purdy has been able to hide behind the defense of the 49ers. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that big of it's not a big difference between them and him and Dak Prescott. They essentially are playing the same game. Depending on your defense, depending on the short passing game, and most of all, depending on the running game. Now, the thing about Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott so far this year, is that they get the ball out so quick that you can't really touch them. They're not doing, give credit to Kyle Shanahan, who is the offensive coordinator for the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan does not do 5-step drops. I don't know. I forgot one more person that he throw to, and that's George Kittle. Those short passing game. I mean, and it works for them. It works. The defense is so good. Purdy has been efficient, and it's open. I mean, it is what it is. But it's not like Brock Purdy. He hadn't had no real adversity because the 49ers have been that good. I mean, I'm not blame. You can't blame Purdy for what. You can't blame it. He's been a beneficiary of a tremendous football team. See, I don't like the 49ers, but I gotta call it like it is. I mean, I can't stand them all I want, but they are a excellent football team. They've been an excellent football team for about the last 4 to 5 years, about the last 4 years. They've always been there. They're always a playoff threat. They win a lot of football games, and you can't deny it. So I ain't gonna sit here and act like they're not a threat. They are a threat. They're a physical football team. They beat you up. Their defense is smoldering. It's not as good as it was last year, but they're still pretty good. Excellent linebacker play. Defensive line is legit. They're a good team. But they can be beat. You just got to beat them a certain way. So which leads me to say this. Last year we had them. We had them. And whether you want to blame bad play calling or whether you want to blame Dak Prescott, who couldn't just make the big play when we needed it, however way you want to look at it, that was the difference in the ball game. Other than a couple bad picks by Dak, whether you want to blame it on the receiver not running the proper route, all that kind of stuff. That's however way you want to look at it. That's fine. Bottom line is we lost. We were just a couple plays away from coming out of there and going, in the divisional round and making our way to the championship game last year, the NFC championship game at least. We were almost there. So we're not far away from them. They put us out of Dallas. We all know about the referee in the way, Dak, whatever, going on like that. We're there. It is going to be, when you get a game like this, it is going to be a knockdown, drag out football game. When you have defenses like this, it's really going to be about who's going to make the play. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you this about the Cowboys real quick. And if they don't do this, the game might be ugly. If we can't stop the run, we're going to be in trouble. Now, and I don't want everybody to get confused and say, well, we doing okay. No, we're not. The scoreboard takes away the threat of the run game. That's what happened against the Giants. That's what happened against the Jets. That's what happened against the Patriots. We got so far ahead that it really took away the threat of a running game. However, when the team could stay with their game plan, which was the Arizona Cardinals, Cowboys gave up 220 yards rushing. So far, as of right now, after 4 games, the formula for the Cowboys is blow people out and take away the running game by scoring a whole lot of points early. Well, that probably is not going to happen against the 49ers. It's probably not. And our defense is capable of turning the ball over, as we all know we do, but it's probably not going to happen like that. We're going to get a heavy dose. We're going to get a heavy dose of Christian McCaffrey, who, the truth be told, he is playing out of his mind. He looks better than he has. I mean, McCaffrey always was dangerous, but it looks like this, he's off to one of these starts that, MVP type start. That's what he's looking like. He hadn't had a bad game. He hadn't had, he hadn't been really stopped. We put a stop to him a little bit last year in the playoff game. However, in the fourth quarter, that's when he finally, busted loose a little bit and scored a touchdown. But he didn't run over us at all. We stopped the run. He had no humongous game. But what he's so dangerous that not only can he run it, but as we all know, he can catch it. All right. That's the key thing for us. If we stop the run, we can beat them easily. Because the thing about Mr. Purdy is this. He ain't had no pressure put on him, y'all. Never. He had pressure put on him 2 times that I saw last year. Cowboys flustered him last year. And then I saw Philadelphia put him out because he had pressure put on him. That's the only 2 times I really remember seeing him in any type of trouble. Seattle, when they play the 49ers. When Seattle plays them, Seattle kind of, Seattle looks pretty decent against the 49ers too. But that's only because, they're in division. Division teams play, beat Rams, all those guys. Even though the 49ers usually win, it's still, more of a tight game. The key to the 49ers is beat up. I mean, you got to put McCaffrey down. You got to put him down. And the key thing for the defense is, obviously, we don't see, as long as it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 in that ain't what we want. We need to make Brock Purdy beat us. And I just don't think he can. You got to get him there in order to do what I'm talking about. You got to get him there. I just don't think he can. So the goal this week, defensively, is obvious. Stop the run. We gonna look. We gonna get a dosage of him and Mitchell. They gonna run the ball. That's just what they do. You got to stop it. It's just that simple. If we stop it, I trust my pass rush. I trust my secondary. I trust them. I ain't really worried about Deebo Samuels. I ain't really worried about, I think Kittle is a problem. I think Kittle can be a problem. I think he can, because it's really all going to depend on how we line up. So you're going to pick your poison. Deebo is so physical and he breaks so many tackles, but is Deebo going to beat us, deep? It's just going to be interesting to see how we line up on Deebo. I think Kittle is the problem. I ain't worried about Brandon Ayuk. I ain't worried about Deebo. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about George Kittle. That's who I'm worried about. My 2 people that I'm worried about is George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey. And I don't know, and it's just going to be it's just going to be interesting to see how Dan Quinn plays the running game. Because you got to pick your poison when you play in this team. It's kind of like us, same thing. You got to pick your poison. is when I say Dan Quinn, is he gonna kind of stack the box a little bit and go one-on-one with somebody like Debo, possibly Ayuk? Because there's a lot of confidence with the way that Bland is playing. There's a lot of confidence there. The way Bland is playing, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I believe that he's going to try to take away McCaffrey and then take your chances against their receivers against our secondary. I actually like that. I actually like the idea of bringing the safety in, whether that's Curse, Donovan Wilson, whoever it is. I actually like that to try to stop the run, and I would take my chances. I see. What's up, Travis? I see. I would take my chances on their receivers playing against my secondary. I'll play it like that. But what we can't do is just have a 7-man box and let Christian McCaffrey run wild. I want the game to fall into the hands of Brock Purdy. I don't believe in Purdy. I don't. I believe Purdy is doing quite well because he is hidden behind that defense of the 49ers and that running game. So he don't have to be the man. All he got to do is manage the game well. I want Purdy to fall out of this game managing setting, and I want him to play like an MVP. And the truth be told, as I move into the offense now, it's the same way with the 49ers. That's what they want to do with Dak Prescott because, see, here's the part that Dak Prescott has got to do. And it's not like I'm not a fan of Dak and not a fan of the Cowboys. Y'all know better than that. But these are the type games that Dak Prescott just can't get over. Well, he's been my quarterback for the last 7 years, I guess. These are the games that he'll get you close. He will get you close. If you down by a lot, he'll bring you back. But he just hasn't won enough of these. And the reason why is it's a 7-year problem. Teams take away the running game of the Cowboys with Vicky Elliott, and now it's Tony Pollard. They take away the running game and say, we gonna let Dak Prescott beat us. And here's the truth of the matter, y'all. Whether it was Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, whether it was the 49ers the last 2 playoff games, it worked. So when I heard Dak Prescott, at his press conference, one of the reporters asked him about the 49ers, and all that, and Dak paused and talking about he's getting ticked off. Thanks for ticking me off. Well, you ought to be ticked off. You ought to be. You ought to be ticked off. You ought to be ticked off. I think, Mike, the reason why, and I answer your question, it's a good question, but the obvious answer is because the 49ers are 2-0 against the Cowboys in the playoffs. I'll come back to that, though, Mike. And I want to say this to all you 49er fans. Y'all defense is not the best in the league. We are. I want y'all to know that real quick. We are. So, and I said that to say this. We ain't, this ain't the first time gonna see a pretty good defense. My offense plays against the best defense in the league every day. So please, let's not act like we just gonna be overwhelmed by the defense of the 49ers. No, we see a great defense every day in practice. So, and it don't get no better than my defense. So let's not do that. We can handle that. It's just a simple fact. Dak Prescott, if the game turns into, see, that's the thing. This really is for really both of the quarterbacks. It's like who's gonna turn the other quarterback into an MVP candidate and get out their comfort zone where they actually have to drop back and pass a whole lot. That's really the question. That's the question. Cause see, if I got Purdy have to do that, my defense gonna get to him. It's no question. It's no question. The same tail whooping that we've been giving quarterbacks all year long, it ain't no different. Defense travels. Travis, I see you smiling. I see you laughing. But it's the truth. My defense will be there. 49ers saying the same thing. Our defense is saying too. We gonna make Dak Prescott beat us. We're saying we need to make Purdy beat us. Who's gonna get to that part first? If we can get to that part first, I'm very confident that we're gonna take the 49ers out, at least for this game. If not, if it's a tight game, just like the playoff games, the only way Dak Prescott is going to change this narrative about him, he got to win these type of games. He has to win these type of games. The whole world going to be watching. The 49er Cowboy game this Sunday night will probably be the most watched game other than probably the Super Bowl this year. And that's no exaggeration. It really is not. You can't bring these two fan bases together and not think that it's going to be borderline record. The Cowboys by themselves is going to bring ratings. We all know that. That's just the way it always have been. But when you add in the 49er fan base and all that, this is going to be the most watched game. Everybody waiting for it. Everybody been waiting for this. The Cowboys circled it as soon as we saw the schedule. Everybody been waiting. Everybody know what time it is. And to be honest with you, most people thought that the Cowboys would be 4-0 as well, other than that hiccup against the Cardinals. The 49ers are exactly where everybody thought they would be. Now it's time to drag them down. Now, let me go ahead and for a little fun here. Well, before I finish that, it's simple. Can we move the ball the way we've been moving? And of course, as everybody always want to say, can we finally cash in the red zone? Let me say this. If the defense is, the defense is not going to be like, I keep saying that, but, they got 3 dominant performances. I don't think that the defense is going to have that type of performance again, like that. I just don't think so. I just don't think they're going to be able to shut them down like that, like we did against the Giants and the Jets, and of course last week against the Patriots. I just don't see that. What happens if this game is tight, like the 49er Cowboy games have been? Then we come down to just playmaking. Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy gonna have to make plays if the game is in their hands. And who do I trust the most between the two? I trust Dak Prescott. Brock Purdy ain't really been in that position, so you really don't know. You really don't know. Brock Purdy really has not been in that position. With nothing to knock about, the 49ers just that good. They have shielded him. There was no need for it because they were that good. That's really the key to the game to me. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be a physical physical football game. And of course, who gonna be the bully? Both teams are gonna try to play bully ball. Who gonna be the bully? Somebody asked me earlier, what about the offensive line? Well, uh, I think Coach McCarthy came out and said that Tyron Smith looks a whole lot better, and he looks, he's all right. He was gonna work with the rehab people today. I would love for Tyron Smith to play because Mr. Bosa is a problem. And I don't know if Schumer can handle that. I don't know if he can or not. We'll have to see. But, Nick Bosa is a problem. And if he have his way with Schumer, we're going to be in trouble. Just like Michael Parsons, wherever he's at, he's a problem. So really, and even on that note, it really is simple to me. Who going to make the bigger impact, Bosa or Michael Parsons? This is a game for stars to show up. This is the game where for all these guys that's making the big money on the Cowboy team, this is the game where they are supposed to show up. Dak Prescott, Tony Pollard, my offensive lineman, Zach Martin. I'm talking about the guys that got paid. Steele, Tyron Smith, if he's playing, Biotis. This is the game. CeeDee Lamb, this is the game. Michael Parsons, this is the game where you got to show up. This is where the stars take over. They got to go do it. It's just as simple. Now, there's a hidden element that I think that nobody is talking about that could be a big difference. You know what would be nice, y'all? And it's just a dream of mine. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if Turpin had a big game Sunday night? Wouldn't it be nice if Turpin could break one, finally? Huh? Hey, I see you, Dylan. I see. Or Dylan. See, I like what you're saying. We know you're an Eagle fan. I get it. I get it. But there's one thing that you're not saying, though. See, I read that. That Dion can only carry y'all so far. No, he can carry us a long way. But I get it. He said, you think James Conner showed out. Wait till y'all see what the white boy from Stanford does. I got it. But you totally forgetting one thing, though, Dylan. He could get his head cracked too. See, you don't want to figure that in. See, that same defense that you talking about carrying us, that same defense can knock your head off too. He can get it too, just like everybody else. See what I'm saying? See, you don't want to add that equation in. But that's what I'm here for. There's a other side to the coin. You understand? There's another side to the coin. Right? We he could get cracked. That's all I'm saying. And if you want to go that route, Dylan, how about this one? I can counter that. You act as if Tony Pollard can't go off. Hello. 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 You act like Tony Pollard can't get loose. How about that? See, there's another side to the coin. Oh, but you just figured 49 just gonna stop us. Oh, okay. I get it. I come from a Philadelphia Eagle fan. I understand. Terry Collins said Deron Bland needs to show up again. Terry, I put down that I'm really not scared of them. As great as Debo is, and Ayuk is pretty good, without a doubt. I'm not scared of them. If it's somebody that I am a little fearful of, it's George Kittle. And Deron Bland won't have anything to do with George Kittle. I think George Kittle is a matchup problem for us. And I know somebody will say, well, we got Curse. Curse can help him. I don't know that. We'll see. See what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. Now, let me go back to Turpin. You're going to have to get some points from somewhere. You got to get some more points from somewhere. This would be a big time game. And look, well, Debo is a problem. Debo's a problem, but here's the problem with Debo. And you're right. I'm not knocking you for what you're saying here. Terry Collins is absolutely right. Samuel is a problem. But you know what the key to him is? You got to bring him down. You got to tackle. That's as long as you can tackle Debo, he ain't just gonna have no gigantic game. Debo's a lot of his biggest stuff comes from broken tackles, and he just keep rolling. That's the problem I got with Debo. Now we're not tackling, and that goes for McCaffrey too. We got to tackle this game. That's no question. If you don't tackle these games here, we're gonna be in trouble. We're gonna be in trouble. Got to tackle. And it is no question. Got to tackle. We got to tackle. No doubt about it. All right. But back to Turpin. Man, if it's one game that we need some, and it don't necessarily, it would be great if I'm talking touchdowns. I'm just talking about a game changer that can change the field. It's going to be hard to drive against this defense. Like we get all these long drives like we've been doing, unless we just dominating the line of scrimmage. It's going to be kind of hard to drive on these guys. They're good. They're good. It's just like us. You're not going to do no 80-yard drive against us. Unless we're not stopping the run, of course. It's just not going to be hard. So if Turpin can get us, just a couple big plays, I would be very happy. I would. Now, I looked at some film earlier today, and I still got plenty more left because the offensive line against their defensive line is huge. You're going to have to move these guys. You really are. You're going to have to move these guys. And that's where, when you start talking about Hargrave, you start talking about Bosa and all the rest of these guys, you got to move them, or it's gonna be a rough game. That's in our offensive line who has moved people out the way so far all this year. Gonna have to do it again. We're gonna have to dominate on in the trenches. That's obvious. And they're saying the same thing. Going against our defensive line, they're saying the same thing. It really is gonna be a war. It really is. It's going to be a war. I just feel like these type of games are settled by maybe about 2 or 3 plays. 2 or 3 big plays. It just can't be no mistakes. It just can't. And the Cowboys have got to be what they are defensively. A wrecking ball over pressure guys, and you ain't gonna get the Purdy gonna get the ball out. Sooner or later, you gotta get your hands up, make some tip balls since he throws short all the time. You throw them little slant passes. That's what they do. Somebody gonna have to get in there, put his hand up, make a tip. I mean, you got to make a play. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag out football game. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of scoring. I'm talking about the score may be somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if the scores, the winning team is under 20 points. That's what I'm saying. Last time we saw them, the final score was 19-12 in the playoff game. That's the kind of game I'm talking about. I think it's going to be the same type vibe. The teams know each other. It ain't hard to figure this thing out. It's really just about who's going to be the most physical. I'm serious. It really is. Now, I ain't going to keep y'all long because it's late. A lot of y'all got to get ready to go to bed. I'm already getting ready for you 49er fans, for y'all to do what y'all usually do, or what the world is going to do once we beat y'all. You're going to move the goalposts. I'm already going to give you your rehearsed line for you. You're going to say, after we beat y'all Sunday, this is what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, okay, well, do that in the playoffs, and then we'll get now. How you know y'all going to get to the playoffs? How you know we're going to see y'all in the playoffs? That's what your new narrative going to be. Y'all good in the regular season. It's just the playoffs where y'all gonna see. That's what y'all gonna say. You Philadelphia Eagle fans this year is slipping in here, being whatever. That's what y'all gonna say after we beat y'all, because you got to move the goalposts for the Cowboys. That's what you gonna say, and I don't care. I just want the dub. That's all I want. Whether it's October, whether it's January, whether it's in the streets, whether it's playing Madden, whether it's playing electronic football, whether it's playing electric football, whether it's playing football on a computer, whether it's playing football with stick men, whether it's playing a paper football, kicking the ball through. I don't care. Just beat the 49ers. Yeah. That's what y'all gonna say. I don't care. Win the game. I don't care. If we see y'all in January, so be it. We'll whoop y'all again. But we got to win Sunday. This is a confidence winning game here. The Cowboys beat the 49ers here. Let me tell y'all something. You might as well get ready. They are going to run some games off. Confidence has been too sky high. Cowboys will run a lot of games in a row, even though a lot of them going to be on the road. They will run them off, because if the Cowboys beat the 49ers, everybody's saying it's the NFC, the whole NFC is the 49ers, the Eagles, then the Cowboys. That's what most people got it. Okay. Cowboys beat the 49ers. The Cowboys would jump to number 1. The Eagles would jump to 2. And the 49ers would jump to 3. That's how quick things can change. Not that it makes a difference. I'm just saying how the narrative will change just that quick. Seriously. Cowboy players saying they're ticked off. I want to see them. I can't wait to see how ticked off they are. Now, since we playing the 49ers, and I'm talking to you little fan base guys here, for those that are going to be watching this later on, y'all get on my nerves. I don't like y'all. I don't like you. I don't like the 49ers. I don't like the 49ers. Hello to everybody on Podbean. Smoke said, I think Dak has to win multiple playoff games to change how people view him. You're right about that, but this will be a good start, because these are the games that Dak traditionally has not won. It's the quote-unquote big game. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got to do. He has to win this game for the narrative to be changed, or just be a continuous narrative once again that he can't win the big game, and all that kind of stuff. That's what they're gonna say, Smoke. It ain't no question about it. They're gonna say that. He has to win. He has to win. Greg says, "Oh my God, y'all, wee." Greg saying the Cowboys gonna win 31-16. Wee. Good Lord. Okay. Okay. You hold on to that. I ain't gonna knock it. Cowboys score 30 now. They do score that. They will score 30. They do that. I just don't think it's gonna happen Sunday night, but they get to 30 a whole lot. They're not allergic to scoring 30 points. They ain't just started this year. It's been that way. Whether it was Kellen Moore or whoever else. But let me talk to you 49er fans, because y'all keep breaking my train of thought. This is what I want to say to y'all. See, y'all so messed up, man. Y'all 49er fans, y'all so messed up. Let me put my mic in here so I can hit y'all with real facts and reality. I see you, Anthony Cobb. I see. I don't think they're gonna score. I don't think we're gonna score 30. I said it's gonna be a knockdown, drag out, low scoring game. I don't even believe that the winning team will have 20 points. That's what I'm thinking. So I wouldn't take that bet anyway. But if the 49ers all of a sudden catch the turnover bug, hello. That's all I'm gonna say. Cobb, that's I'm gonna be honest with you, Cobb. Yeah, somewhere in that area there, but I wouldn't be surprised if nobody scores 20 points. I'm serious. The playoff game was 19-12. The one in Dallas was a low scoring game. They know each other a little bit too well. I just don't see this type. I believe it's just going to be a defense. I mean, when you get these type of defenses in, and I know how keyed up the Cowboys are going to be, you won't see the defense that showed up in Arizona. These guys are going to be ready to go. The 49er defense is going to be ready to go too. Okay? When you get these type of defenses in, it's not going to be a lot of crazy mistakes made. It's really going to be about who's going to make them 2 to 4 plays that's going to be the difference makers in the game. They're going to run McCaffrey and Mitchell, and we're going to run Pollard. And Pollard is just as dangerous as Christian McCaffrey is. So the 49ers going to have something to deal with too. It's about them trenches. It's about McCaffrey and Pollard. And then what defense is going to turn what quarterback into a non-game manager. 49ers have shielded Brock Purdy with this mask. They're masking him with this defense that they have and this running game they have. And Brock Purdy, all he has to do is manage the game. He rarely has to take over a game. He really doesn't. And that's what I'm hoping that my defense does, because I don't trust Brock Purdy. I think he ain't all that. I don't. The 49ers are doing the same thing to Dak Prescott. They want to take him out of his comfort zone, try to make him play like he's the MVP of the National Football League, because they believe Dak Prescott is going to make a couple big mistakes, and that's going to be the turning point in the game. That's why they load up 8 men in the box, trying to take away the running game. That's why teams also try to load up the box when it comes to Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's going to be the same thing. They're really going to be playing the same game. The Brock Purdy gonna throw the ball to the backs. I would suppose Dak Prescott is gonna throw the ball to the backs too. I'm just saying, it's the same thing, man. It's about physical, beat you up football. Who is gonna play the bully role best? You got two bully type defenses. Who is gonna bully each other the best? This is not the Miami Dolphins. Is your real pretty finesse type football and all that? No. This is not that type of game. This is a knockdown, drag out, smack you in your mouth football game coming up Sunday night. Serious. That's what this is. And whoever plays that the best, that's who's gonna win the game. I'm serious as a heart attack. Whoever plays bully ball best, that's what's gonna happen. Let me talk to you 49er fans again. I'll be done. You 49er fans. Oh my God. You guys have let Stephen A. Smith talk that mess for so long that y'all actually really are following his rhetoric and the Shannon Sharps of the world and all that kind of stuff. Y'all have been so brainwashed by the rhetoric of Stephen A. Smith, the leader of Cowboys. Y'all have followed him so much that y'all actually repeat the things that he say, but at the same time, while you're repeating what he says, you guys really don't understand how silly you look. I'll show you why. I'm gonna show you. Here you go. Come here, 49 fans. Come here. The biggest line that everybody always say, and it come from teams who ain't even sniffed the playoffs. This is what y'all say. Well, the Cowboys haven't been relevant in 20, God knows how many years. 25 years. They hadn't even been to the NFC Championship game. 25, whatever year, 26, 27 years. Hadn't won the Super Bowl. The Cowboys got to win the Super Bowl to shut everybody up. You haven't done this. Is what Stephen they say all the time. Y'all just eat it alive. Y'all say that. But here's the thing that I'm confused about. This is what I'm confused about. Because see, as I said, the goalpost moves when it comes to the Cowboys. Y'all stay with me. Here you go. Well, you're right. The Cowboys have not won the Super Bowl since 1995. It's the truth. That fact cannot be disputed. It can't be. The Cowboys have not won the Super Bowl since 1995. But you 49er fans talk so much that you done forgot that y'all ain't won the Super Bowl since 1994. Last time I checked, 94 comes before 95, which then means that your drought of winning the Super Bowl, of not winning the Super Bowl, is longer than the Cowboys' drought. I already know what you're saying. But at least we've been to the Super Bowl. At least we've been to the NFC Championship game. Excuse me. It kills your narrative because y'all say we hadn't won the Super Bowl since 95. So are we celebrating now? I just want to know because the goalposts keep moving. I just want to know, are we celebrating championship appearances? Are we celebrating that we just at least we got to the Super Bowl and lost? Are we celebrating that? Because you know if the Cowboys get to the Super Bowl and lose, you know that y'all would move the goalpost, don't you? You know you would. You say, because see, y'all said at least we got to the Super Bowl. Well, if a Cowboy fan say, well, at least we got to the Super Bowl, then you going to say and change the goalpost and say, well, y'all lost. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So why y'all celebrating so much about it? Y'all got to the Super Bowl. I mean, the Cowboys ain't won the Super Bowl. I mean, walk around proud and done forgot. They done forgot that you ain't won since 1994. You made it. You lost to you got the 2 Super Bowls. I get, hey, you did, but you lost to Ray Lewis in his last game, and then you lost to Mahomes. When do we start celebrating seconds? Cause that's what y'all do when y'all talk about the game. Y'all ain't won. Y'all ain't win since '95. Well, y'all ain't won since '94. That's longer. What are y'all talking about? Why ain't y'all saying that here? Cause I got some 49er fans here now. See, the truth hurts. See, I ain't hit you with no innuendo. I didn't hit you with no fantasy stuff. I didn't hit you with no lies. I didn't hit you. The Cowboys won in '95. Y'all lost in 1994. 94, according to mathematics, is before 95, which means your drought of winning the Super Bowl is longer than our drought. So why in the world y'all talking about the Cowboys not winning a Super Bowl? See, and for some, I just gave a revelation to some of these 49er fans right there. Because see, they done follow Stephen A. Smith for so long and repeat what he says. And you don't hear Stephen A. Just to show you my point. You don't hear Stephen A. say that the 49ers haven't won a Super Bowl since 1994. Nobody ain't said that. Nobody. No, the 49ers. Have you heard Stephen A. say that? Have you heard Shannon Sharp say that? You ain't heard it. You ain't heard that. You have all you hear about is the everybody, Kyle and Kyle word, ESPN, all of them, Fox, all of them say the same thing. And the 49er fan base, some of y'all in here right now. I see you, Miss Ty. I see you. It's the truth. Nobody says the obvious. The obvious is that the 49er drought of winning the Super Bowl is longer than the Dallas Cowboy drought. It almost sounds strange because Stephen A. had planted this for so long, but you don't hear that. So you get relevancy because you made it to the NFC Championship game. You made it to the Super Bowl game. You didn't win it, but you made it. So please keep that in mind when we beat y'all brains out Sunday night. Please keep that in mind when we keep moving, that your drought is longer than ours. Right there, ain't nobody said that. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody said that. So it's like somebody did this. Wow. I want to type something, but I can't because he right. he right. We haven't won. We haven't won since 1994. Our drought of winning the Super Bowl he right. It is longer than the Cowboys. Why y'all looking at me like that? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I ain't lied. Have I lied to anybody? Dylan, I see you with your Eagle stuff. I ain't worried about y'all. Look, when it come in about another 4-5 weeks, whatever it is, we'll take care of y'all too. It's gonna happen. Remember what I said, Dylan. Well, you weren't on there when I said it on another network, and I put it on the show. I just got to find it. I said confidently, I said that we're gonna sweep the Philadelphia Eagles this year. I'm still holding on to that, but that's another story for another time. So get ready for that. Okay? I'm just telling you, we're gonna sweep the Philadelphia Eagles. I am, but I ain't worried about them. Talking about these 49er fans. James Malone, glad you popped in, sir. I'm glad you popped in. You just missed one of the greatest takes in history. Because I just set y'all straight. But since you coming in, I'll give you the Cliff Note version, James. Known you a long time. Glad you popped in. Come here, bang bang. Since you bang bang. Come here, bang bang. Let me talk to you, bang bang. Y'all love to talk about what the Cowboys ain't won since '95. But here's the Cliff Note version. But y'all ain't won the Super Bowl since 1994. Nobody don't talk about that though, right? Why is that, James? You're a 49er historian and a great 49er fan and knows you know your football. Can you tell me when somebody done said, since we ain't won since 95, y'all won last with 94, that's a little longer than 95, right? Winning the Super Bowl. Now don't laugh, James. No, I don't need you laughing. I need you to help me. Cause see, I know you got sense. We went to school together. I just want to know. But see, y'all talk trash about y'all ain't won since 95. Well, y'all ain't won since 94. That sounds like a longer drought to me. I'm just saying. I mean, you ain't gotta laugh. I just need an explanation. Cause see, y'all done let Stephen A. Smith send y'all down. And see, I'm that guy that'll go on tell you the truth. Y'all drought is longer than ours. So what y'all talking for? Cause that's what y'all 49er fans say. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I just want to dedicate this last spot because I already went over the what I feel like would need to happen in the game. I'll break it down. So I'm just talking to y'all 49er fans. I need to make a YouTube short of this. I need to go back and get to the thing. I definitely do. I may put this up because I need to have the answer to the question. Thank you, James. Thank you. At least you a 49er fan that got, I ain't gonna even talk bad about you. It's your brothers and sisters in 49er land that have forgotten that y'all ain't won either. While Stephen A, y'all listen to Stephen A, is almost like a cult leader. It's almost just like a cult leader. Y'all get y'all ammunition from Stephen A and roll with it and talking all that yip yap. And done totally forgot y'all ain't won nothing either. But the world wouldn't say that. The world ain't gonna say that because they so focused on the Cowboys. The world ain't gonna say that. But I will, because I ain't lying. You ain't won since 1994, which makes your drought longer than the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I'm about to end it. Because, see, I know the crowd going to leave now because y'all 49er fans, y'all want to, I get it. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you again before Sunday comes. But it ain't really about the Super Bowl. It's about week 5. It's about Cowboys, 49ers in San Francisco. I'm just trying to tell you because the goalposts are going to move. The goalposts are going to move again when we beat the 49ers. I'm already telling y'all what y'all, don't listen to Stephen A. Listen to me. I'm already telling y'all what y'all going to say. because y'all already know it. When we beat y'all Sunday night, this is what y'all gonna say. Well, y'all know all y'all are is a regular season team. Beat us in January. That's exactly what y'all gonna say. That's what you gonna say. Y'all celebrating a week 5 win. Think that's what y'all gonna say. What you gonna say? You know it. I know it. Y'all already got the speech prepared. Y'all already got it prepared. Y'all really celebrate. Y'all do realize y'all got the rest of the year. You do realize all that. Now all I got to realize is we gonna beat y'all Sunday. That's all I got to realize. I hope. Cause see, I gotta eat all this if we lose again. You know what I'm saying? I gotta eat all this. Exactly, Mike. Y'all gonna they gonna move the goalposts. They gonna look. Look. When we beat you, look, y'all check me out. When we beat y'all Sunday, I hope. You know what I'm saying? I hope. We talk confidence started. When we stomp a mud hole in you, I hope we do. When we shut down McCaffrey, I hope. I talk strong starting off, real heavy. And then I got look. We got to do this, okay? Because I'm sick of losing the big game. But if y'all 49er fans, y'all don't want to bother me because I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all ain't won them. Just don't move the goalpost when we beat your brains out. I hope. Maybe I need to turn my mic down when I say I hope because it's just strong, you know. Let me practice that real quick. Let me see here. Let me see how I do this. Okay. Y'all, this is what I need to do. Look, when we beat y'all brains out like I'm talking about, yeah. When we stomp a mud hole in you and go ahead and beat your brains out and put something on you. When we put Burt Purdy on his back and make him Mr. Irrelevant like he is. I'm gonna say I ain't got a hope on that. That's gonna happen. So I ain't got a hope on that. I got a defense. So I ain't worried about that. Let me find something else. Shh. Y'all got my defense messed up. I know what they gonna do. Yeah. Ain't got a hope for that. Mr. Parsons gonna have something to say Sunday night. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Get ready for it. I ain't got a hope for that. It's gonna happen. Yes, sir. And you know, it is what it is. All right. 49er fans, y'all, cause see, I'm gonna make a YouTube short of some part what I just made up. Cause y'all ain't got no sense. Yeah. Yes, I do, Coach. What is my email? Let me put it in. I'm about to type it in. Everybody, you know, I don't know, Coach wants my email, so here it is. In case any one of you guys want it, there it is. It's there. If you want my email, there it is. The Big Time Show 3@gmail.com. The Big Time Show 3@gmail.com. You guys ever want to, you know, I get my emails on my phone. So that's one way of communicating with me. If you're a patron of my show, if you've ever cash out me, if you've ever if you cashed out me or you sent a super chat on YouTube, I include you into my private group, which is the Big Time Show patrons. Got a few people on that list. That's a Facebook group, and you know how Messenger works. As soon as it hit, unless you turn the notifications off, it comes to my phone like immediately. So that way you can always be in contact with me. It's really just that simple. But to do that group, you have to be some type of a patron to the show, whether by Cash App, which is right there, as you can see, $ the Big Time Show, or if you're on YouTube, you can do the super chats, or if you have sent stars on Facebook, you also can become a part of that little group that I have as well. So that's just one way of keeping close to me. I hate to do it like that, but my group, people that support me, I think they are special, and I think all they have to do. Scott Riggs. Oh man, Scott Riggs. You watched me Sunday, man. Scott Riggs, how in the world did you watch me? Thank you, sir, for the compliment. I didn't know you watched me, Scott. You didn't did you comment in the chat group not the chat group, but on the live service? Did you comment, Scott? Man, I appreciate that. Oh, Scott Riggs, where do you live? You're on YouTube. That's our church. Where do you live, Scott? Okay, you did not. Well, you need to start commenting. Say, hey, man, look, if you see me up there preaching, I need the help, Doc. You live in Ohio. Okay, I've never heard of Lorraine, Ohio. Dylan says, I'll share it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll change my whole narrative now. Okay, hold on. This is not, I am the assistant pastor at my church here in Memphis, Tennessee. The assistant pastor. I'm not the senior pastor. But go to this. I'm gonna put this in for those who want to see my. I spoke on Sunday, and it's there on YouTube. It's on Facebook and YouTube. This is what you need to do to get it on. That's on Facebook. Okay, that's one way. Let me go to YouTube and I'll put that there as well. And all you have to do is go search it out. It was Sunday. It was on Sunday, so all you got to do is go to just a couple days ago. Okay, Coach, I'll look at the email now. This, if you want to see, okay, here it is on YouTube. There it is on YouTube. Go to Bill Atkins' channel. That's my pastor, my senior pastor there. Go to that channel and you can subscribe or whatever. But the sermon is on there for Sunday. I had a whole bunch of, it was great. Good time. We had a great time in church on Sunday. But if you want to see me in my other realm, want to call it that, go check it out. You might just learn something. Because it ain't me. All right, one of these 49er fans that came in. Y'all late because I'm done actually. Eddie Woods here, 49er fan. Eastside Harold coming in with his usual mess that nobody cares about. I may add, but there you go. All right, let's do this. Coach emailed me. I already know it's something vital. If Coach Mar went that route. See what happens here. Okay. Okay, I got it. Somebody just did something. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, Coach Marv had Coach Marv, who's a real coach, has just sent me his keys to winning Super Bowl. Well, or any game actually. I got it, Coach. I'll be back on again, and I'll look at them and see if that's. I believe some of the stuff without really just looking at it is probably some of the same stuff I said. I know one thing for sure that I did see is that when you're going against a team like the 49ers, you cannot be bullied. I don't think that's a problem. It's just a matter of who make the plays. You can't let the bully you. Well, we got the type of team that is not going to happen. We got a bully type defense too. We got a pretty decent offensive line that can move people out the way. So that's I don't think that's the case. I think both of the last two games, playoff games, at least between us and them, have been a low scoring game. It's just that we haven't made the plays that will win the game. It's just that simple. We had no problem, Eddie. I see you coming in late. I ain't fit to do the whole show over again. But to answer your question, Christian McCaffrey didn't hurt us last year. So you answered the question yourself. He got loose at the end. He didn't destroy us like he destroying everybody else. Didn't. So you thinking he just would run 180 yards against us? You crazy as all that door. Not gonna happen. I don't know. I'm trying to look it up, y'all. I want to see what McCaffrey ended up with. There it is. Last year's game, playoff game. Here's the difference. It's like I said before I even looked at it. Okay, I'm gonna share this with y'all. I'm gonna share you. I'm gonna show you. I'm sorry. Yeah, this sums it up. But I was looking for individual, which I could. Right here. This is what I need to see. All right, y'all ready? This is why I'm not, they're not worried. I mean, McCaffrey is incredible. It just ain't no question about that. Yeah, and it's no question. Don't care nothing about Connor, what Connor did, son. Just elaboration, if you want to say that. What Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott do? Don't worry about Connor. What does Ezekiel Elliott do? You want to talk about Connor? Don't care nothing about that. Let me show you. You run your mouth. Let me show you. Can we stop McCaffrey? You ask. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let me widen this out so we can see this together. Okay, here we go. Playoff game. Look at the stats. I ain't got to lie. Let you talk. Can we stop Christian McCaffrey, Eddie Woods? What'd they say there? It's the playoff game last year. What'd he say? What'd he say? You answer yourself the question. There it is right there. Can we stop Christian McCaffrey? I don't. Yeah. See, I don't have to add nothing to it or say nothing. I'll let you look at the stats from last year. See, really, this all that count right here. Well, I mean, I get it because, see, you sick because can we stop him? No. You might know, sir. Oh, okay. See, he was Christian McCaffrey last year, right? See, really, it's all that matter. It's all that matter right here. 19-12. Y'all won. That's really all that matter. But when you break it down, this is what it looked like. It is right here. 23 or 37, one touchdown, 2 interceptions. Dak Prescott, those were costly ones. Brock Purdy, game manager stats. Dak Prescott, game manager stats. Except Brock Purdy did not make no mistakes. That's the difference in the ball game. There it is. Zeke Elliott didn't do well. Tony Pollard did do well till he got hurt, of course, as we all know. Elijah Mitchell was a better running back, at least in that game, than Christian McCaffrey. CeeDee Lamb, since you saying that, y'all figured out an answer for CeeDee Lamb? Because definitely didn't have one last year in the playoff game. You see that? Since you asked the questions, I got a couple questions for you. Y'all got somebody can stop CeeDee Lamb yet? For all y'all were talking about Debo, Debo good. I told y'all at the beginning of the thing without even looking at this. I told you who my problem is, Mr. Kittle. Y'all see what he did to us. That's my problem. And look what CD did without. I mean, look behind. Forget CD, y'all. Look what he did. Look at all the other receivers, and you tell me what I mean. Noah Brown? Are you kidding me? And CD still did this, knowing he was getting double covered, and this is what he did. Now we got who we got now? Brandon Cooks and Michael Gallup back and Tolbert. That's probably a lot better than what you're seeing right here. Y'all see that? Let me see what Michael Parsons did. See, I told y'all, look at Deron Bland. That's because, I mean, that's, that could be either interpreted good or bad, because if you're secondary leading in tackles, that means defensive tackles didn't do too much of nothing. Well, let me take that back. Osa had a good game. Osa had 5 tackles, 2 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. Is pretty good. Pretty good. Michael Parsons had 4 tackles, 1 solo, no sacks, no tackles for loss. Michael Parsons must be an MVP type of dude Sunday night. D-Law had a real good game. 6 tackles, 4 solo tackles, 1 sack, 2 for loss. See, the big stars you got to play like a star. But to answer your question again, Ed, and I'm not even looking at it because I'm maneuvering this stat. I'm not even on there. But to answer your question, you answer your own question. What did McCaffrey do? I see the 1 touchdown. That's why I said he got it at the end in the 4th quarter. I remember that. But previous to that little 3-4 yard touchdown run he had, he ain't done nothing. So answer that question. Okay, let me add that. Coach Mars Super Chat, appreciate that. Say key to offense, look up the touches TP had in 7 quarters in the last 2 San Francisco games. He was hurt at the third quarter in the playoff. Exactly. Let me go back because I want to see what Eddie said. Okay. Yeah, they got to worry about Pollard, G-Ball. Everybody talking about McCaffrey. You got to worry about Pollard, too. There you go. What did Connor run for last week? I don't know. You tell me, Eddie. I don't care what he ran for. Who cares? New year. Please, you didn't stop him scoring. No, you said, could we stop him, son? That's what you said. He had 10 carries for 35 yards. What does that mean? What did he do? You act like he ran for 120 yards against us. Do y'all see that? I ain't lying. There it is right there. Yeah, it looked like we did a pretty good job on Christian McCaffrey. That's what it looked like to me. Elijah Mitchell was the one that was better, as you can see. Wasn't McCaffrey. Huh? I'm just saying. So to answer your question, you said what Connor did last week to you, said he had an all-pro day. He did. James Conner ain't done nothing in the last 2 years. Saw the Cowboys star came in, got hyped, dipped in the well, looked good, ain't gonna do nothing for the rest of the year. Every play the Cowboys, you get hyped. Everybody know that. Who cares? I'm answering your question. Can we stop Christian McCaffrey? I just showed you we have. Now you want to talk about James Conner. I'm answering your question. Can we? This is the playoff game from last year. Can we stop? And the defense is way better, obviously, than this year. So I'm leaning on it. So in other words, Dan Quinn know what he's doing. That's what you need to take from that. To answer your question, I got a defensive coordinator that knows what he's doing. So there it is right there. I ain't making it up. There it is right in front of your face. Yeah, we coming. What you think we ain't? Yeah, we coming. We'll be there Sunday night. We'll be there. Yes, sir, we'll be there. Can you stop Tony Pollard? Since you worried about us stopping Christian McCaffrey, can you stop them? Jeremy Byes, you throwing up one game, sir. What did the Giants score? Since you want to go back, wasn't that 40-0? What was the Jet game? 30-10? What did you see last week? Well, how come you ain't talking about the Patriots game last week? I get it you saying about Arizona scored 28. They did. Why ain't you saying what we did to the Patriots last week? See, that's 3 out of 4 games where the defense totally dominated. You only talking about one game. Why aren't you mentioning Mr. Bias? Don't be biased in your assessment, okay? Talk about the whole story when you start. Don't be biased, Mr. Bias. Don't be biased, Mr. Bias. Talk about the other 3 games. What happened then? I answered your question. We got Arizona exposed us. Now answer mine. What happened? Eddie Woods, please don't say y'all play something better when y'all beat the Steelers the first game of the year. Who have y'all played? You played Arizona. Yeah, they beat us, but Arizona ain't nobody. Who have y'all played? See what I'm saying? Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. Yeah, y'all kill me. Who have y'all played? Say, please don't say the Steelers. Don't say nothing about Arizona. Don't say nothing about it. I forgot y'all other 2 y'all played, but don't say that. Oh, wait a minute. See, you're doing that. So now I don't need your help. I look at it myself. Since you say we ain't played nobody, let's look at your schedule so far. So I can go on just. So I'll be right, and I will give you credit if I see something. Are you kidding me, Eddie Woods? You gonna really sit here and talk about who we done played, and y'all done played 4 games, ladies and gentlemen? Boy, well, don't you ever come on here talking about this. Don't. Let me show y'all, cause see, I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all 49er fans, y'all kill me, man. Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. And y'all talking about we ain't played nobody. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. Don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever say that again. All you 49er fans. Just the 49er schedule, y'all. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Really? The Los Angeles Rams. Really? The New York Giants. Almost made me want to choke. Really? Then you played the Arizona Cardinals. Who have y'all played? I mean, we 3-1. Who y'all played? Y'all ain't played nobody. Like y'all have. Who y'all played? What is this? What is this? Who have y'all played, man? Man, let me get this mess off my screen. Jane, I see when you gonna come on here and start yip yapping, please make sure that your dough is right. See, I had forgot about those two in between there. So I ain't saying that. No, I forgot about that. But you killing me talking about that's the first thing they be saying. They say that's that Stephen A. mess right there. That's that Stephen A. rhetoric. I mean, what Stephen A. say today? They didn't play nobody. I mean, give me a break. Matt Jones. Oh, God. Matt Jones. They played Matt Jones. But you didn't hear Stephen A. say nothing about the 49ers beating the brakes off Daniel Jones, did you? You didn't hear that, did you? You didn't hear that. You didn't hear Stephen A. say, well, the 49ers are 4-0, but they really haven't played anybody. No, when he say the 49ers, he says they are the best team in the NFL. Who have they played? But the Cowboys, when they say, well, man, give me a break. They played Daniel Jones first game. Then they played Aaron Rodgers list, New York Jet team. And then they'll say, well, they beat. Now, before the game, they'll be saying, well, the Jets got a defense and they're going to get a Cowboys problem. A lot of some folks picked the Giants to beat the Cowboys. A lot of folks say Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott. I heard all that too. Then they go ahead and say, well, the New England Patriots, if the Cardinals ran all over them, Zeke Elliott and Rashawn, Stevenson, they're going to run over them too. So it's going to be a rough time. Then we blow them out. They get on TV the next day and say, well, man, they beat Matt Jones. I mean, they beat Daniel Jones and the Giants. And they beat the New York Jets. That's what he say. But when he say the 49ers, he says immediately, well, they're really rolling. They're really so great. And when you look at who they played, good Lord. Who they played? Isn't it the same thing? If we didn't play but Daniel Jones and the Giants, well, then didn't the 49ers play Daniel Jones and the Giants? It's the same thing. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. Oh, okay. We didn't play nobody. Oh, okay. Y'all ain't either. Y'all haven't either. I guess, well, like I said before, look, the 49ers, if they beat us Sunday, they're going to say, well, y'all still ain't ready and all that kind of stuff. They had bragging rights again. I'll get on this show and say, hey, we ain't ready yet. We ain't ready. We're not. If we lose, I'm going to get right here and say, hey, we're not ready yet. Not ready. For the third time in a row, We're not ready yet. I'm gonna be front and center. May not be that night because it's a Sunday night game. I really don't want to come on at 10 o'clock at night or whatever. I just might because I know y'all gonna be looking for me. I may not do that, but if the Cowboys win Sunday night, the 49er fans gonna be saying, well, because you know they got to change the narrative. They're gonna say, well, beat us in January. That's all they gonna say. Y'all good. Y'all look, they'll say, y'all always good in the regular season. Y'all always good. But beat us in January. That's all they gonna say. Yeah, what's up, Big Mo? I see you. I see you, Mo. That's all the 49er fans gonna say. They got to change the narrative because they're gonna be sick. If we win. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen, y'all. All right. Will y'all make it to January? How about that? Since you going there, how you know you gonna make it to January? How you know? How you know if you gonna make it to January? We'll beat y'all in January. How you know you gonna play us in January? How you know? But that's what y'all gonna be saying. That's what y'all gonna be saying. How you know you gonna be there in January? How you know you gonna play us in January? How you know we gonna make it to January? I don't know that. See, you already go on practice. Keep practicing. Cause see, I already know what y'all gonna be saying. I already know what y'all gonna say. And I'm closing here because I'm running out of time. I know y'all want the line open, but I ain't gonna open up the line tonight because I'm done. I'm having too much fun now. I told y'all 49er fans, I'm looking for you. I see you over there, Miss Ty. I see you over there. I'm staying true. I got my cousins on here, all these folks. All these folks over here. I don't know these folks. Oh yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't like the 49ers. I said that at the beginning of the show, I'm gonna close with that. I don't like y'all. I never have liked y'all. My history with y'all runs deep so I can remember. 1981. Dwight Clark, corner in the end zone, Joe Montana. The boy ain't jumped since that high in his whole life. It was a miracle that he called that the catch, as they call it. It was a miracle. The man ain't jumped that high ever since. No, it was luck. Still hot at that. I mean, it's been 40 years later. I'm still hot. Hot. Huh? I don't even want to. I wish I would step foot in that stadium here. I wish I would. I'll never go to San Francisco, California and step foot in that stadium. Never. You ain't talking about nothing right there. Period. I'm sick of this mess. Sick of the 49ers. Don't like them. And I close again with this because it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. All you 49er fans in here. Let me close because some of y'all came late. Let me go ahead and go on shut it down one more time. Y'all follow Stephen A. Smith so much y'all done got blindsided by the truth. Y'all the same one. You ain't won since 1995. You ain't won since 1995. You ain't won the Super Bowl since 1995. But y'all ain't won it since 1994. You ain't won since 1994. Last time I checked, 94 is before 95. So that means your drought is longer than the Dallas Cowboys. What in the world y'all talking for? And see, I already know. See, I don't even want to say nothing because I want y'all to type it. Because see, I already know what you're saying. Well, and before y'all press send, don't send it. Please don't. Because I'm going to embarrass you. Don't do it. You're going to say, well, We've been to the Super Bowl twice, and you lost it. But then you're going to say, well, at least we been. But y'all tell us we haven't won the Super Bowl since 1995. So we celebrating playoff appearances now without a win. We're celebrating NFC Championship appearances, and we're celebrating making the Super Bowl but not winning the Super Bowl. Because see, if the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl and lost, you know what y'all be saying. As soon as the Cowboy fans say, hey, well, at least we went to the Super Bowl, and y'all gonna say, y'all didn't win it. What y'all talking about? Well, then the same thing apply to y'all. You ain't won since 1994. That's a longer drought than the Cowboys. But y'all listen to Stephen A. Smith so much that y'all just done forgot. You done forgot. I know that this mess you up. So what in the world y'all talking about? If y'all keep saying we ain't won since 95 and you hadn't won since 94, what in the world are y'all talking about? Because see, if I say, well, the Cowboys have been to the playoffs the last 10 years, the Cowboys have made the NFC Championship game 5 years out of 7. And the Cowboys that went to the Super Bowl, no, they didn't win it, but they went to the Super Bowl. It's kind of like the Buffalo Bills who went 4 years in a row. Please. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. You ain't won since 94. That's the truth. There ain't no lie to it. There ain't no innuendo. It ain't fantasy land. Your drought is longer than the Dallas Cowboys. That's the truth. 94, 95. You do the math. 94 comes before 95, which means your drought is longer than the Dallas Cowboys. Yes. But you know, y'all want to change the goalpost for the Cowboys. Don't worry about it. I'm going to change it for y'all. You ain't won since 94. Where I lie at? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Where's the lie at? Well, you ain't got it yet, Eddie. You ain't got it. You had your chance. Until you get it, you ain't talking about nothing. See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? Here we go. Right here. You ain't got it yet. So what you talking about? Win it, then talk. Until then, 94 becomes before 95. You understand? Your drought is longer than the Cowboys. Nobody don't talk about that. Nobody don't talk about that. It's just the Cowboys. You got folks who ain't won the Super Bowl since the 60s saying the same thing to Stephen A. The New York Jet fans. Well, y'all ain't won since 1995. And the Jets ain't won since 1968. And y'all talking. I just don't. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You ain't won a championship. Cleveland Brown fans talking. Dallas Cowboy fans, you ain't won since 1995. And you ain't won it before. The last championship they won was before the Super Bowl era started. It was just known as the NFL championship back then. Lord have mercy. Y'all killing me. I see you, Mr. Alvin. I see you. I don't get it. All right. I'm done. I'm sorry I'm not opening up the line. My time is just about up. Okay. I will come again later this week. Probably will be, let me see here. It might be tomorrow. Yeah, it might be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. Right. I'll open up the lines then. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole show. I'm just going to open up the line. I'm going to talk in between then and let y'all talk. Oh, y'all 49 fan, come on up here and get ready. It ain't really about the past. It's about Sunday night. Just week 5. you know, you know, when the Cowboys win, they'll change it. Like, oh, it's just week 5. If they win, though, they're gonna be talking much trash. See, I already know how these folks are. I've been dealing with them for years. They're gonna try to downplay it when we beat their brains out. I ain't gonna let it happen. All these 49er fans you seeing now, everybody write it down. I promise you, if the Cowboys win, they won't be clicking in. They'll be watching. They're gonna watch me, but they ain't gonna click in. You know what I'm talking about? Like, on Facebook, you don't necessarily have to click in. You can watch it. Just turn the volume up on it without clicking in. That's what they're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be talking to them just like y'all watching, cause they don't want to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to deal with me, cause y'all know I'm gonna let y'all know it. I'm gonna let you know about it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to Sunday. And see, unlike y'all, see right there. See what I'm talking about? See right there? No. See right here, y'all? This is what I'm talking about right here. See that? See that? Well, if that be the case, Eddie, I ain't gonna give y'all no credit for beating us Sunday night then. None. Since you want to say that, since you want to go that route. I'm gonna act like it ain't nothing. I'll just say, hey, beat us in the playoffs then. I'm gonna say the same thing. How about that? Cause see, I already know the goalposts gonna change. See, I already know. See, he practicing already. See, I told y'all. See, look, already talking about the playoff. Beat us in the playoffs. See what I'm saying? Right here. See, right there. See that? I rest my case. See? And he ain't the only one. There's a few more for them. There's a lot of y'all gonna be just like that. And if y'all beat us Sunday, I'm gonna say, hey, week 5, we got 12 more weeks to go. We'll see what we can do, where we hope we can get another shot at them next time. I ain't gonna give y'all no credit. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Huh? I love it. I love it. See, unlike y'all, if we lose, I'm gonna be right here, front and center. I'm gonna be here right here, front and center. Y'all just make sure y'all front and center. That's all I want you to do. Don't hide. Eddie Woods, please don't let me tell the story about you and you know who hiding. Yeah, see. Yeah. 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 See, I don't hide. See, you will. Look, that's what history shows. Yeah. Let's not go there, son. Cause see, and what I just I know all y'all don't know, but what I just stated was facts. Isn't that right, Eddie Woods? Because you will hide. See? Okay. Anyhow, see, right there. All right, I'm done. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Well, I love it. I love it. I love it. I appreciate y'all. I'll be with y'all tomorrow night for another edition of this big time show, because it's the week, or the weeks, one of the weeks I look forward to. James Godley, you make sure you stay front and center too, sir. Okay? You make sure you stay front and center too. Okay? Don't jump on here now. Then I gotta put an APB out for you. I got my list here. I got a list right here. I'm writing all y'all names down. Don't let me come looking for y'all after Sunday night. You ain't got to look for me because I'll be here. Don't let me come looking for y'all. Don't let me punch your name in here and see if y'all gonna come to the show. See? Huh? Don't let me put an APB. Where y'all at now? See? Don't. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. See, I'm lightening in everybody. James said I'm talking about Eddie need to go to sleep. No, he'll no, let him keep talking. Let him keep talking. Let him keep talking. Let him keep talking. I'm looking forward to it. All right. This was fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at some point. I'm gonna make a little video short out of that little 94, 95 thing. Get y'all 49er fans the truth. Y'all done follow Stephen A so much. Y'all done got blind. All right. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. This has been the one and the only. Yeah, cause ain't nobody like me. Let me say it one more time, because I'm gone. This has been the one and the only. The Big Time Show. Boy, y'all 49er fans. Ooh-wee. Y'all in trouble.